Hello and karibu tena to my channel. It's Ruthie here, and today we're gonna be doing Christmas lights in Stockholm. And today we are designated on researching the Christmas lights in the city of Stockholm. It's always well lit, but it's also quite cold. I guess the light is meant to compensate for the darkness that is always there in winter and during the Christmas periods. Kindly follow along and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like. Thank you. So we got off at the exit at Vasagatan, which is right behind Orleans. Feels like I'm walking in a fairyland. So when you get off at the central station, the first place is always at Orleans, which is a shopping center, and then you go straight away to the middle of Stockholm, which has this Stad Theater, that's the city theater, and also the cultural center, which is called Kulturhuset. And you can see already that it has Christmas light up and ready to party. So sometimes the lighting in the center of this pillar always changes depending on the theme of the city. In the center of Stockholm is our first quest of light in Drottninggatan, the Queen Street. And you can see they have chandeliers all the way down the street. It's also common to see this lion-ish statue. It's used to kind of deter people from driving down the street. It's only a pedestrian way. So after Drottninggatan, the Queen Street, we go down Regeringsgatan, which goes all the way to the connection at Hortoriet. And by Hortoriet, it's where we find the T-junction, or it's a cross junction-ish, that connects both the Regeringsgatan, and to your right is the Kungsgatan. Kungsgatan is the King's Street, and the King's Street, Kungsgatan, today is decorated with lights on the bridges. So there's two bridges when you go down the road, and you can see all of them are just all lit up with magnificent lights and stars all connected together, and goes all the way down to Stureplan. So in Kungsgatan also there's a lot of clubs. For example, this one over here, it's called Golden Hits. So fully decorated according to the Christmas light theme, which is quite nice and cool. And down to the atmosphere of Stureplan is the Christmas lights, and it's on the Stureplan's building. And also there is a city decoration by the mushroom, and by the mushroom I'll show you guys what it means. It's actually a mushroom structure. It's like called swamp, and there is a Christmas tree right over there. Yeah. And Stureplan is definitely the place to go. It's quite expensive, but it's also quite fun according to how I see people lining every day. There's always a long line of people just waiting to get into the club. Today looks a little bit like a short line. On your left of Homely Garden, just by Stureplan, is the heart. A big one. So pretty. So Margareta over here has something to offer for us, and that is gonna be the Moose family over there. So this is what happens when it's excess leaf stones and then it's all shoved in one corner. It's like slusk. Slusk is like compressed snow and everybody hates it. So that way is to Stureplan, where we were from. That way is to Normansoy. And this way is to Skansen, which we will one day go to. But we are more interested here. Down at Nybroplan is the Moose family. I had to walk all the way down to just find this amazing statue that just stands out in the middle of the street. To the left is the water, to the right is the nightclubs, and everything is just stand still because of this. It catches the eye no matter what when you pass through. It's one of the Sweden's pride, actually. It's just like in Kenya we have lions and cheetahs and whatever, but in Sweden it's the moose. It's actually like a giant wildebeest. So big, and it's nicely illustrated here in part of the Christmas theme. So wonderful. It feels almost surreal. Like I have a baby moose right in front of me over here. It's so gigantic. Second one over there. You see for yourself. Third one over here that I can't even fit to my camera. My first time seeing a moose actually was when I moved to Sweden and I went to Skansen. First thing I thought it was a wildebeest because that is what I know, but of course the horn stands out. And the best time to go visit a place like Skansen, I would suggest is on summer or spring when there's less people. Oh gosh, it's wonderful. You get to see a lot of animals, and Skansen is just across the water from where I'm standing right now. So far away to your left is the Tivoli of Stockholm. That is Gröna Lund, and you can see it over there in the center. We're gonna do a video of that one day, but right now we're gonna hang out to the moose. So this is basically the moose family. It comprises like over super artistic Christmas lights that has been constructed in a way that looks like it's the moose. And moose is one of the famous attractions in Sweden. Just like in Kenya, like I said, we have the big five. In Sweden, the moose is among the it's actually the biggest animal. It's like the elephant of Sweden. It's super big. But it looks like a cow, by the way, but at the same time it has like its horns. It's just, I know I sound ridiculous a little bit, but if you come from East Africa, then you can get the description. It looks like a wildebeest, but extremely 3 times taller than a wildebeest. Super huge. And it's all showcased here in the Christmas lights. We went straight to Normanstoy after seeing the Moose family, and we were a little bit early because we found when the Christmas tree was being installed. And you can see there's a club over there in the middle. If you play Monopoly, the Swedish version has this Norrmalmstorg Square as the most expensive square in Monopoly. So the legend says that Klax Olofsson had robbed a bank over there if you watch the Swedish crime documentaries. And it's just here by Norrmalmstorg where the Christmas tree is being installed, like right now. At Norrmalmstorg, it's literally impossible to ignore the nice, beautiful Christmas lights at Biblioteksgatan. Biblioteksgatan in English means the library street. It's a street that is nicely decorated with a red carpet that goes all the way to the other side of Stureplan. It's also a street that has a couple of expensive stores. You can find also makeup places, and you can also find maybe go to shops that you can buy clothing and watches. And just to mention a couple of places is when you go to the right, you'll find Gucci. You will find a couple of them, guys. I am doing the Christmas lights, like I'm gonna stay dedicated to it. Of course, we have to also include one picture for good luck. You can never pass that with a red carpet. So let's be a little bit adventurous for the night, and we go up Norrlandsgatan and fill our eyes with the amazing, beautiful view of the hearts. It's all decorated up the street, and when you go up the street, it also connects with the Kungsgatan, so we can all kind of have like a memory map of this now. And in front of us we have Kungsträdgården, sorry. And for Kungsträdgården, you can just see it's illuminated by extremely cool lights. Last year we had the Moose family over there in Stockholm, but this year it was moved to the other place where I just showed you right now. But just so that how it's nicely illuminated. We have to make sure that we don't fall into slusk again. It was a high jump. Down at Kungsträdgården is a very beautiful ice rink. If you're a fan of ice skating, this is a place to be. If you're photogenic, you can take a million pictures over here. So NK also has a couple of decorations and frames to fit different scenes. And over here we can see there's also an advertisement for glögg. Glögg is the Christmas wine that Swedish people take. There's both alcoholic and non-alcoholic glögg. Ta-da! When you go up Brunkensbergstorg, you get the royal deer. This is the deers with the largest horns I have seen. It's horns, it's whatever, and it's extremely dramatic. Right outside Galerian, and down the street you can see there's a couple more deers, and they're called the royal deer. By the central station is the mistletoe. So we are fully on Christmas vibes over here. Literally under the mistletoe. Oh, that's so cute. And Neil Elephant's statue there. So inside the central station, you come inside Stockholm. It's all Christmas ready also. I'm not just gonna show people, but and this is how we say Kwaheri, goodbye, okay though.